welcome to Crochet Day by Day. My name is Nadej if you're new here. If you've been here for a minute, you know that I haven't posted in like 2 months. So I thought today I'd finally get in front of the camera, even though I've tried to film this several times already. Let you know what's going on in my life, the projects I'm working on, hopefully things that are to come. And if you are curious, grab your hook, grab your project, and let's crochet and chat. What I do want to do first though is actually show you, I've rearranged my office a little bit and I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm also getting through my yarn stash, so let me flip you around. So I have a lot of yarn. And as you can see, I've kind of rearranged a few things. So this has always been here, but this hasn't. This was actually over in this corner, and it had all these DVDs that are up here now. So I emptied that, moved it from there to there, clearly, and I got this new shelf. And because of the light, everything is freaking out, but I built this shelf and I just moved stuff around. So now I have more storage, DVDs still, lots of yarn, it's full. Here's a chair with my yarn winder so I can frog all my projects. Here's some more stuff I'm working on. And just my, still a bit of a mess over here. This is just a box I have to move and then other boxes that I need to store. I got this chair, which is fun. It's hot though, because it's summer. And here's my cubbies that I am getting through. That one's empty. Do you see it? Haha, it's empty. And I still have like a basket full of projects that I need to frog. That backpack needs to move, but you know, we're making progress. Getting through that stash. I hope you like it. I can walk through here now. Look at that. Look at that. Yarn, that you know, that's a collector. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move a few things around and I'm gonna take a seat and we'll go ahead and chat. Okay, do you have your project? I have mine. I am working on an offset V-stitch blanket right now and I have been making the crap out of these. If you follow me on the social medias, you probably have noticed that I've been posting a little bit more. And I know my last video, I said I would have the tutorial up for this, but that didn't happen. So what did happen? Well, I think I ran into a bit of burnout and I got really depressed and not motivated to do hardly anything. And I think that's just kind of the season in life that I was going through for the past couple months as to why I haven't posted. If you see me looking shimmerier than usual, it's really hot and I'm sweating. But I still want to talk to you. I do miss doing this a lot. I know I've seen some of you say, you know, where have I been? And I just want to say thank you for asking. It hasn't been a lot, but you know, enough for me to be like, all right, it's time. So I was just going through a really difficult time as far as just my mental health goes. I felt overwhelmed. I feel like I had to focus a little bit more on my job and kind of push things aside. There were actually some days I would come home and just change into like PJs and stare for a while. And that was for days on end. So, you know, I think I just hit a wall, I hit some burnout, and I hit a depression pocket, but I think I'm coming out of it now. I was feeling really excited before everything, then all of a sudden just bam. So here we are. We're back. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to get more things out. I've been doing a lot of more short form content, so on TikTok and stuff, and I find that to be pretty fun and rewarding. It's also quick, so it doesn't take, you know, however many minutes of this video that you're taking the time to watch. And so I might jump around a lot trying to keep a train of thought, but yeah, I've been just kind of busy in my head. Can't quiet the noise. My brain is tricking me and all of that. So, but you know what? I have still been crocheting. Like, I still crochet. There were some days though where I didn't crochet for days in a row. And when I don't crochet, I know there is something going on. Because it brings me joy. And if that's not bringing me joy, nothing's bringing me joy, there's something else going on. In the past, I know with my mental health, I've struggled and I've taken medication, but I just don't like how that feels. So I try to do other things that will help me not get into that state, but that's a whole lot easier said than done. So, with that said though, I've been crocheting again, been getting excited about stuff, kind of trying to bounce around projects, or really yarn, because yarn is exciting, right? And I, like this yarn for example, it's really pretty. I believe it's called like Lavender Bellini. It's this Big Twist Party. Hold on. And it is called Lavender Bellini. Okay, cool. So it looks like that on the skein, but it looks like this in a project. So maybe I should just show you what I've been working on, because you can probably see all the stuff behind me, right? Let me show you what I've been working on. So I've been working on blankets, throw blankets, because we're, you know, I feel like if you crochet it, it will come like the season. And this summer has been excruciatingly hot, and I am over it. I am so over it, as you could tell by the sheen on my face. Very over this heat, so I'm like, okay, crochet the throw blankets and fall will come. Because, you know, I feel like that's a lot of people's favorite season. Not everybody. A lot of people love summer. Love that you love that. Some people love winter. I like it. Fall. Fall's my season. Fall is my season. If you can relate, drop a leaf emoji or a pumpkin emoji in the comments. But here's this nice blanket, and I am hoping to sell these on my Etsy soon. I want to have a bit of a stock to put up. I'm also going to be having 2 tutorials for these blankets. This one is different from this one. Might not look like it up front, but you know what? They are different. And these are so fun to make, and they're pretty quick. I think it's like, I put about 20 hours into these, so you could probably make it pretty quickly. And if you just didn't have any plans over the weekend and wanted to make a blanket, you could probably do one in a weekend if you were that dedicated. But I'll have a tutorial with a lot of tips on that. So here's another blanket that I finished just the other day. And here's another one. They're pretty light, like they're a decent sized throw blanket. I think they're about 5 feet by 5 feet-ish, give or take. I'll have to measure them because I've been playing with this pattern to figure out what length and how much yarn I'm gonna need, and I think I've finally narrowed it down. So I haven't made the final measurements, but I will be later today. Yes, later today, after this video goes up. I've got a lot going on. Here's another one that is completed. I forget the name of this, but it's also that big twist yarn, and I think it's called like Candy, I think. And it's just fun color. It reminds me of like a candy shop and like cotton candy. I really like it. And I just have a bunch of others, you know, solid colors, variegated yarns. Here's another one that's half done. Here's another one that's half done. This red, I love this red. It's Pound of Love Cherry. That's the color of this. And I love it. It's just, oh, it's like a deep red. I mean, I think the camera's picking it up right. This is throwing it off just a little bit. Ignore that. There. Cherry red. Cherry red. And this one's like a mustard color. It's a Big Twist Pound, I believe. I forget. Yeah, Big Twist Pound. it's a pound of yarn halfway through this. And I've been trying to figure out how much yarn to use, what type of yarn to use, so that the pattern you can follow, or you can adjust it to fit the size that you want. So for example, if you want it to be smaller or bigger to cover like your king size bed, if you have a king size bed, or if you want to make like a baby blanket. So that's kind of where I am with that, and it's been fun to kind of play around with it. I was working on a bunch of others, but the stitches weren't really coming out, and then I got burnt out with that, so I was like, let's just go with what you know. So here's another one. This is Lion Brand Heartland, and this color's called Sequoia, but I am gonna call this the Chocolate Truffle Blanket. Look at that. Can you see it? There's like specks of orange in there, so it's also kind of fall, right? But it just reminds me of like a chocolate truffle, you know? Yeah, so there's that. There's a couple others in there. Let me show you this one. This is just gonna be a giant granny square stitch blanket. And I got those Karen pounds of yarn, you know, those Karen ones? I forget what they're called. I have one left, so this is a total of 2. I'm hoping that with 3, it'll give me a good size blanket. And I've just been working on a bunch of others. There's a stack over here. Pink, black. Using this yarn behind me. So like, here's Pound of Love. I had to frog a bunch of stuff because it wasn't working. Which is fine, because then I'll just use the yarn to make the same types of blankets. So, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. I hope everybody's been doing well. If not, I hope you're doing better. I know that you'll get through this because I'm getting through it. I do want to just mention that I really, really hope and plan to keep up posting because I really do like it. I don't want to get burnt out. My goal, of course, my goal has always been to post twice a week. Twice. And I kind of was getting there for a minute, and then it wasn't really working out. So I'm gonna try and do that, but I'm not gonna put pressure on myself if I don't. So my goal is for Sundays and Wednesdays. I don't know why, I just feel like those are good days. And I would really just like to show up for myself and show up for you guys too, because I think that's really important to show up for you guys, because you are all so wonderful. You are tremendous. You stick around, you support me, you watch my channel, you've subscribed. Also, since I haven't posted, I've gained about 200 subscribers in the last 2 months or something like that. And I think it's due to my market bag tutorial. Yeah, that one. I've got like, last I checked, I think it was 20,000 views. I don't know, I'll pop it up over here so you can see what it is now. I don't know what it is. But that's kind of been carrying me to keep my channel alive. So if you guys have been watching that and you've been making your own market bags, thank you so much. I hope you love them. I hope you enjoy them. If you do make them, tag me maybe. If you want to, you don't have to. But that's been definitely keeping me afloat. I am enjoying all of the people that comment. I still go in and I comment to your comments, reply to your comments, because I just really appreciate you guys, and I still want to engage and talk to you. I do want to just be a little more active across the YouTube. My 2-year YouTube anniversary is coming up on August 3rd, and I think that's a Saturday. So I'm wondering if I should do like a live or something like that. I don't know. I've got now 2,400 subscribers, which is pretty good. I would love to have 10,000 by the end of the year. I think that would be awesome. That means I gotta figure some stuff out for content. I've got ideas, but you know, execution, it's kind of hard sometimes. But anyway, So yeah, I'd love to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that would be awesome. I just gotta keep showing up. And most importantly, maybe I said this already, but thank you for being here. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being new. Thank you for being you. Thank you for just everything. Everyone that's watched my tutorial, everyone that's purchased the pattern. I do have it on Etsy now, so it's on Ravelry and Etsy. Those will be linked down below. The market bags pre-made are on my Etsy as well. I'll be putting these blankets on there as after I get the tutorial up, I think is my plan. But we'll have to see how that goes. Just have to kind of work on a bunch of stuff. But that's my plan. I'm trying to just show up again. Show up for you. Show up for me, show up for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, what else am I posting on? YouTube Shorts, you could go check those out, of course, if you're clicking on my channel. And Facebook, I'm trying to get a little more active there, which is challenging because I feel like I've gravitated away from Facebook, but what can you do? So, there's that. Hopefully that is helpful in explaining where I've been. I'm sorry I was gone. I appreciate you guys for still being here. And I hope that you've been making a lot of stuff. A lot of just anything. Doing stuff that makes you happy. That's the most important. So, I'm not sure what else to say. I just wanted to do a little bit of a catch-up video. This probably won't be too long, so it won't take up too much of your day. But I do want to thank you again and again and again for being here. I greatly appreciate you. I really do. And, you know, I hope that you're having an amazingly wonderful day today, a great weekend, great start to the week. If your week starts on Monday, great start to everything. Second half of the year, that's where it's gonna be, guys. It's gonna thrive. I'm feeling confident and excited to thrive for the rest of this year, and I hope you are too. And I hope you stick around with me. If you feel like it, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you're working on, what you're excited about for this year. Like this video if you liked it. I love seeing those thumbs up, and you know, subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely, please. I love you so much for that. I just do. I think you guys are wonderful, and I hope you know that. And if no one has told you that today, you're wonderful and you're amazing. You are. So, I guess with that being said, I'll end the video here. And again, I hope you're having a super wonderful day today. I love you guys so much. And as always, if you are sticking around, I will see you next time.